Yeah, so we've got another game up for you this evening as well, which is...
Our Tankard Challenge.
Yep, which is Max Ball against Toby Maverick Brown.
So any of you joining us for the first time, Tankard is a recently new thing we introduced. Essentially, it's a... what is it? It's not silver.
Effectively, it's a challenge belt.
Yeah,
effectively
it's a challenge belt. So the idea is...
Silver-plated?
I think it's... I don't know if it's silver-plated, but I don't know. But you get a tankard for winning, and what you have to do is we had a little mini tournament. The winner of the tankard and the current tankard holder, when challenged, and it can be challenged by anyone, must use the exact same list that you used to win the tankard. So you can't just build a list. You can build a list that's super precise to take on the champion, but it means that you're then vulnerable to anything that's strong against your list. So you really want to build a good all-rounder.
It's like this whole
list.
rock, paper, scissors thing all over again.
Yeah.
So let's actually go through the tankard list itself.
Yeah, let's do that. So let me pull it up right now on the screen.
So this was the list that Max Ball pulled together that he won in our little Tankard Challenge Cup tournament. How long ago was that? Like about a month ago now.
It was about a month ago. We have, of course, Fen Rao. It's whenever you see a scum list, it's no surprise to see him on board.
Nope.
With Push the Limit, Concord Dawn Protector, and Auto Thrusters. And on the we also got Old Terok.
Yep.
With VI to shove him up to Pilot Skill 9, so both him and Fen can move at the same time.
Yep.
Concord Dawn Protector and Auto Thrusters, of course.
Yep.
The surprise edition is Guri, which is...
Well, it's a surprise edition in this the whole way through, really, because normally when you see Fen, you think a tiny Mind Link.
Yeah.
Normally when you see Guri, you think, oh, nice tiny Mind Link battery. But he's gone for Fearlessness.
Fearlessness.
So
Virago title... with auto thrusters and fire control system thanks to the Virago.
Yeah, Guri likes to be at range band 1.
Oh, she does.
However, if the shot is not going arc to arc effectively, Fearlessness is not triggering. But it's a nice little scare factor.
It does. It actually makes Guri a very tempting target. However, there's also Fen and Terok to also be tempting targets. There's no good target for the first engagement here.
I think I discussed at the time, I personally, because Fearlessness is a sort of like a trigger that happens once every so often. I prefer VI on Guri to move her up. Mm-hmm. Moving her up to 7 gets her out of the pocket of some of those like Countess Ryad, Glaive Defenders and stuff like that. So that's where I would go with that one.
But what is the competitor list? What is taking him on?
Well, this is Toby's first proper scum list, actually. I had a little look against this a few weeks back, actually. It's quite frightening. So he's got Dengar with Expertise, Plasma Torpedoes, K4 Security Droid, Unhinged Astromech, the Punishing 1 title, and Countermeasures.
Fully a very traditional Dengar.
Apart from probably the countermeasures.
The countermeasure, well, I don't know, you used to see countermeasures on the Contractor Scouts a lot back in the day.
I played it a bit on Manaroo, but I never played it without Scavenger Crane.
Yeah, the lack of a Scavenger Crane is unusual in my opinion.
But on the other hand, he's gone for the punch, and there's no harm in him doing that.
No.
Alongside him, we talked about Z95s earlier, we got one here. Nadru Salak.
You haven't seen Nadru.
I do love Nadru, though. Basically, Nadru is nice for when he's at range 3 of friendly ships. When he's outside that range, he adds an extra attack dice to any attack roll. So he's got cluster missiles, veteran instincts, and guidance chips. So moving up to pilot skill 9 and obviously having a double cluster shot with guidance chips, potentially with the additional dice roll potentially happening there as well.
Oops, sorry about that, everyone. I don't know why we switched over to the screen there. As we go back to let me quickly switch us back.
Things are being a bit slow here by the looks of things.
Yeah, well, Twitch is misbehaving itself. There we go. We're back to at least the screen there.
And alongside, as obviously we just seen, that was a quad jumper.
Yeah, Jakku gun runner.
So we've got the Jakku with hyperwave comm scanner and space tow tractor array.
Usually,
Now, you may think, why hyperwave comm scanner? It's a nice ploy. Think about what pilots. There's initiative on Toby's side. Hyperwave comm scanner. You can place it either 0, 6, or 12. So what you can do is go, I'm going to place it pilot skill 12. Max, take it away.
Yeah.
And he finds out all the information without putting the Jakku as bait.
Yeah, I can see that. You also got the space tug tractor array. It's quite common that you usually see the Jakku gun runner. I don't think I've ever seen the named ones in play. Maybe I've seen Constable Zuvio once. Never have I seen Unkar Plut. And I've not seen the next PS up, which I think is PS3.
No, Unkar is 3. There's the one who has you can roll your speed rather than your agility value.
Yes. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's only 3 part. There's no second generic.
No.
That's unusual for a small base ship.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah. Like I said, I played against this list. This hits like a freight train.
I imagine it does with expertise on Dengar. I mean,
I'll tell you this way. So I was running my beloved Kane Lebo.
Yeah.
If Dengar had rolled nicely on his revenge shot on his death,
yeah,
Lebo could have died.
I guess that. Yeah. Well, there you go.
So you know how much, how tanky like the newer version is with the 3-cost large ship only thing that you can regen shields off. I don't know what this is. It's in my list. It's been there for a while. Reinforced deflectors. I came back to
there
the Flash.
Go. Yeah. Reinforced deflectors. Yeah.
So you just basically go, oh yeah, take four hits, 3.
And there's Toby's choice of asteroids. They've already set up on the sides. I'm going to go and let them know that they can start in 3 minutes, and we'll get our other co-commentator in here.
Yes. So yeah, this is going to be a nice little game here. I back both of them in this list because Max had the right to be here in the first place. I played Max a few weeks ago and narrowly lost out for a bit of fun with Soul Sixer and Amon Azamine. But I've flown against Toby, and I love the list Toby. I'll say this many times. I love the list Toby puts out. Toby's lists are always fun, but it seems like his dice go cold on him. Like I said, I love this list. Nice to see Nadru, because you don't normally see Nadru. Nice to see a Jakku in there who's just going to be an annoyance. And Dengar's just going to hit like a freight train. So I don't think the likes of Fen and Old Turok and Guri are going to be looking to do the target lock very often, because potentially that one of them could have it removed for countermeasures, but then they just go, nah, wasn't going to shoot you anyway, and just make him spend his countermeasures. We'll just have to see how this one goes. If it was me, I might be tempted to go on Prockets, so you reduce the points down to 3. I know it's nice to have the double hit, but to have the scavenger crane on either those missiles or countermeasures might have been a nicer way to have gone with this. Hi Wojtek. Just so you're aware, Wojtek, it was Gareth who won that one. There was a few mistakes in the last round by Sean, and Gareth won it on the last turn of the game. That answers that one in a nutshell. But yeah, now we've got this Tankard challenge about to commence. So we've got the big first asteroid placed by Max. So Max has been given away the initiative, which makes sense because then it means Dengar and Nadru can use their positions to his advantage, and effectively Dengar gets 2 shots in a row. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one works itself out. So yeah.
Alright, so they've started us up. At least I think they're going to start us up.
Yep, Max has been given the initiative.
He has got the initiative, so I'm going to flip that there.
Which I think makes sense because it means that Dengar can effectively... So if Fen shoots him, Dengar can then effectively have a free shot.
Yeah, and
then get his PS9 shot.
It's not that, but also Dengar moves after Fen and Terok does, so he can manipulate his arc better.
Yeah, and also, if, for example, he bumps into Fen but has the plasma shot against old Terok, the K4 goes on to old Turok instead.
As much as I hate to say it, it was in Sean's best interest to not engage.
Yeah, no, I explained that to Wojtek. I said basically there's a few mistakes made in the last turn of the game, and Gareth just sneaked it on the last turn.
I think it's a few mistakes. I think if Sean had shot Bosk, that would have cleared things up a bit more.
Notice he's elected to go at 12.
He has elected to go at 12. So there we go. If that's the Astro deployment, that's very interesting.
Yep.
Yep, okay. I've never seen such a tight cluster in the middle. Clearly, Dengar's going to have a nice
old fun. That's Fen being placed.
That's Fen being placed. Cool. So I can put Fenrau just there.
Thank you, Max, for pointing that one out. That was
I did ask for him to do that. And that's Old Tarok. So Old Tarok is at the back there. Boom, boom. So we now know what there. Toby is elected to put down at 12. So he's going to put down...
Tankard and Drew in either order. And, yeah. So it's Toby for the game. So I'm most impressed with Toby took double aces lists. He could have gone for triple bombing punishers. Yes, he could have done.
Yes, I think the surprise factor of this not being a traditional Toby list.
Well, point one. This is not Imperial. Point 2. There's no bombers.
Yeah.
Yes, and there's no real like hyper maneuverable aces either. So there's actually 3 things that Toby normally flies that he's not really flying.
Yeah. And there is Nadru being placed down first. So there we go.
And that's Nadru with his red nose cone as well. So
Yeah.
this is Toby.
Oh, yeah.
Toby's painted him to look like Nadru as well.
Toby he professionally paints, and there's a very nice looking Dengar which is being set up to look away. Very much stealth Dengar.
So a little bit of interesting thing on this for you. Yes, he bought some I had some scum stuff before. He lent it to his mate Steve, who unfortunately doesn't want to play the game anymore. So he got it all back.
Fair enough.
Apparently, he also got it back with some extra additions, like, for example, the Scouts.
Nice. And there's, of course, the googly-eyed hamster just there.
The best bit was, the moment... Because I actually went over to Toby's one night, and he said... Said to his missus...
If I had Photoshop, I so would just type up a Brum card just for that right there. I so would do that, just for a laugh.
Do you know what?
What?
Maybe we should message Owen now to do it.
I can't do it right now because he's not got my overlay. But I did make a Biggles Darklighter overlay at one point.
Biggles Darklighter.
Yeah. You can actually see it in one of the videos. I did put that up there as a little joke once.
Ah, okay.
But I don't think anyone noticed. So.
Oh, what you called him Biggles Darklighter?
Yeah, literally, it's a Biggles Darklighter, and no one noticed.
Normally, I'm either in here or watching the games back and stuff.
I think you were with me as well.
How the heck did I not notice that? I must be having one of my off nights.
I think you were with me. I don't know, but that
I
was
normally am,
amusing.
so
Yeah.
it's not fair to unassume, really.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go through and let them know they can start.
Yeah.
I don't know where our co-commentator's got to, but the game must go on.
Or the show must go on. We're going to spin that the other way from what we discussed on Saturday. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Toby's list can hit like a freight train. And if it can hit like a freight train and take out Fen or Old Tarok, he's got like a couple of things left. There's a handshake. A couple of things left to take on Guri. That could be crucial for the outcome of this game.
I've told them that they can maybe begin.
And here goes the Jakku.
And of course, Jakku starting off, so we are go.
So the Jakku has just gone from Pilot Skill 12 to Pilot Skill 1 again.
Well, it was for setup, so at least
no, but it's just like it's just gone in like the space of 2 seconds from 12 to 1.
Well, Toby's got a good avenue to get through those asteroids at that formation, but they're not going to be there. They're going to be going straight, probably not going to turn in. That, I think, is why he's setting himself up to go where they're going to end up and not where they are now, which is nice. Gives him a clear run. He'll have to turn away to avoid the last asteroid there, but it means he's got a good avenue of attack.
Well, a little bit of information for you. This was actually basically Toby's second list that he brought on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Max is turning in. He's decided to turn in after seeing the setup. I think he's not.
I think he was going to turn. I think he was going to turn that way anyway because he's going across the board edge.
Well, you never know because he might want to skirt the edge and see where. Because don't forget, Max had to set up without seeing where Toby was at all. Toby had a perfect setup essentially.
But obviously, setting up sideways, the one hard was the best maneuver because obviously still keep the setup.
We do have a boost there from Old Tarok, shoving himself forward a bit more.
They're probably all going to do that because then they keep that nice little formation going.
Yeah. With Fen behind. He likes to be at range 3 or at range 1.
Well, what I would personally actually like on Toby's list, and is like, for example, countermeasures. Yes, is nice, but having a second shot of plasmas is also nice, or a scavenger crane on those cluster missiles.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I am thinking of revamping the overlay to be a bit more simple, or simpler, I should say, and also show additional information like a bottom bar with what round it is, any additional information like how many wins Max would have at this point, which is 0, of course, because 1 technically speaking.
Win count 1.
What would you like to see on a new overlay? Should we make it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not promising anything, but I am looking at it. I'm always looking at refining it.
We've been talking about a new version for basically the whole of this year, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, one thing it's doing it for a start because it's so much to do because I've got to design an element for each one of these, and I do it for each variant of it. So for the A-wings, I have one with adaptability plus, one with adaptability minus, one with VI and adaptability plus,
So and
with adaptability minus. So every single version that you can have, I have. So Tankard there is the punishing one, so it's got the punishing one tile. The Nadru there is the VI version because it's part skill 9 Nadru, which you could say, why don't you just have the part skill be a separate element? Because there's already so many elements on the screen.
There's a huge list of elements, and bearing in mind, as you can see, behind those two sort of screens we've got, there is another 2, so you could actually effectively run 8v8.
Mm-hmm. You could run, we can run 8v8. We never had.
About the only way you'd see it is is a tie swarm.
We got close the other day. We got 6
with that tie swarm.
Yeah.
How run a mini swarm.
Yeah, we got close. I'm expecting escalation because we are streaming escalation.
No.
We will probably hit at least the 6 or 7 mark, maybe the 8 if we're lucky. But I intend, we can easily vet lists that don't have, or that have more, because we can't show 9 lists, 9 ships on lists. So we'll see what we can do with that. But yeah. Okay, I personally think Max has the advantage here because Nadru is going to find himself outnumbered very quickly.
Even with the primaries, firing 3 dice primary, get into range for the clusters.
Yeah, but Fen and Tarok go attack first. They could just wipe him off the board.
Simultaneous fire.
Sure, he'll get a shot, but that's still a dead Nadru.
Yeah, but if it takes 2 shots to kill Nadru, and it takes 1 shot to kill Fen, Fen is more expensive than Nadru.
Yeah,
or even old Tarok.
But you have just lost a ship, and that's assuming you can then kill Fen. There's no guarantee that you can do that.
There is no guarantees in X-Wing, that is definitely for sure.
Tankard's going away from the engagement zone. He's already out of it. Yeah, exactly what Vortex says. He'd pounce on the Z95 now, and that's exactly what Max is going to do. The Jakku is not going to help too much because it can't turn, which is what it wants to do, so it can catch the arc and maybe even start doing a little tiny bit of damage. Oh, okay. A risky bank, but it pays off. If he's lucky... it does mean next round he's either going forward or he's banking right.
Remember, he can reverse.
He can reverse, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. And actually, I think this is a better maneuver for him. It sets him up.
He's got the width to swing it in.
He now can bank easily next round and be within range 1 to maybe do the space tractor array if those aces don't turn in. If they turn in.
If those aces are engaging a Drew, doing like a 3 bank again.
Yeah.
We'll probably have one of them in range.
There we go. Our 4 forward means that we're going to see the Vigaro get there. It's probably going to boost to make sure it gets within range 1 area. And actually, that Astra could be problematic for dear old Guri. Regardless, she's going to find herself in trouble. She's doing a banking boost. She's thinking where Nadru is going to end up and not where he is. Wise decision. And she means she's going to get range 1 no matter what. So brilliant. Brilliant manoeuvre there, I think. And here comes old Tarok. I assume it's going to be a similar manoeuvre here. Yep, 4 forward. His straight has been blocked a bit by Guri.
He can just sit there and go focus.
He could, yes. Not necessarily... Didn't. Yeah, I mean, good if we get something else for it. But there we go. Simple focus. Don't complain. We got Fen Rao going forward 4. Fen is the problem for Max. He has to boost him. Otherwise, he could find himself being tracked next turn. That's not going to fit, I think.
No, it's not.
Nope. It's going to bump into Guri.
They ain't going to go.
No, it ain't going to go.
If they're leaving it there, obviously it can't...
Yeah, they're just checking to make absolutely certain that it can't go. That could actually be good for Toby. You can easily do a 1 bank next turn and then track to that Fen Rao. That's Fen Rao rolling 1 less dice.
To what? Potentially the Jakku?
Well, for anything that's in range. That's the problem, though. Fen Rao shoots first at Nadru, range 3. Shame that Guri...
It'll be interesting. Mm-hmm. Tractors, barrel rolls them potentially backwards into potentially going into the asteroid going forwards.
That's true, because it would be before Fen moves. That could be problematic for dear old Max. We're going to find out, though, as Fenrir's going to do a range 3 shot on Nadru.
No, they haven't even moved Nadru yet.
That's true, yes. Well, he's measured for a target lock.
So he knows it's at least at range 3.
Mm-hmm. He has also pushed the limit to get a focus. So he is stressed. That means Fen is going to do a green maneuver. And that means Toby can now easily predict what Max is going to do. Yeah, 2 sloop. And that's actually going to set Toby perfectly for a nice channel up that centre line there.
Nice.
However, I still think Dengar is way out of position. He needs to be closer.
Nice little bit of fancy manoeuvring to get there, but yet on the other hand, what's it got him?
Yeah, it's not got him anything. He's no disrespect to Toby, but I think
because that's going right. So it is a stress loop as well.
Yeah,
but you have got all threes as green because of the unhinged astromech.
Yeah, so he can go forward 3, and then he could barrel roll to avoid any asteroid.
Or 3 bank.
Or 3 bank. Depends where he thinks the other ships are going to end up. I just don't think Nadru is going to survive, if I'm completely honest. I think it's smart because he wants to get Nadru away from Dengar, but that's the problem with Nadru.
Nadru wants to stay away from everything.
Yeah.
Because he gets the additional attack dice.
When there's no ship at range 1 to 2. That doesn't mean you can't have a ship at range 3, though. And Nadru has just bumped Guri, which means Nadru is not going to get any actions, meaning no target lock, meaning no cluster missiles. And there we go, bumpy to bump. So that...
Ironically, was that a 2 bank he did?
It was a 2 bank, yes.
Ironically, I think a 1 bank would have been fine.
1 bank would have been fine, but he didn't know what Guri was going to do. He didn't expect Guri to
basically,
boost
this is the boost.
Yeah.
This is the boost that stopped him.
It was the boost that stopped him. And without...
I would have gone for the 1 bank, and then you could go, well, okay, I'll target lock.
Yeah.
Target lock Guri, I'm just going to try and nuke Guri off the board.
He's still going to get... He might get 4 dice if he's range 1 of El Terok, but he's not going to get Fen Rao with 4 dice.
There's no mods.
Yeah, there is no
natural
mods.
dice.
It's got to be natural.
And the Concord Dawn will give him a free evade.
That's true.
So effectively, the worst he's going to do is 3 hits.
You could attack Fen. Fen's at range 2. That's not where Fen likes to be.
And you still get your 3 dice.
Yeah. That is range 1.
I wouldn't say no to that, though. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's one thing. Fen hates being range 2. Fen gets no bonuses. If he spends his token...
So this is Ultra at range 1.
Yeah. Oh! 3 blanks.
3 blanks, yeah.
No target lock, only 1 evade. He's got a chance to evade this. Nope, only a focus result, so that's the first hit on Drew. First blood goes to Max.
So this is an interesting point right now. There's a lot of people saying Nadru with Lone Wolf because you played doubly into his ability, because you could have re-roll that blank on the defense roll to potentially tank the evade shot.
And that can kill Nadru if Nadru does not roll well.
Needs to see at least 1 evade.
He needs at least 1 evade.
Is there a crit in there for good measure as well?
There is 2 evades right there.
Bye-bye shield.
Bye-bye shield. He lives for this round, but he's probably going to die next round, if I'm completely honest.
Well, Fen can't Talon roll. Fen can't K or Talon because he's stressed.
Yeah. And if I were Max, I'd do what I can to make sure Fen will be going over an asteroid.
So if it was me, for Toby, I wouldn't say no to doing a K turn.
Okay. Alright. Now Drew is attacking Fen. I still think this is a good maneuver. You get 3 dice versus Fen's 3. Fen doesn't get any bonuses. He does have a focus though. Shame he didn't spend that during the attack.
He's still got the Jakku. Probably range 3 or range 2.
It's close. It's close. Now Drew's ability is proccing because he is highlighting it, so it's quite clearly range 3. So
range 3 of the Jakku.
Yeah. Hello. Yep, that's 3 dice. Yeah. Oh, all looks of paint, but only
1 hit.
One hit. And Fen laughs in his face.
And he could have covered it with the focus.
Yep.
Ouch.
This has not gone well for Toby.
Ironically, those clusters.
Yeah. Now, it could be that this is a plan. The Drew softens them up and then Dengar goes in for the kill. But these protectorates can just rip right through.
The only love I've had going really against protectorates is just to nuke them off the board with bombs.
Well, that works.
I actually took Old Turok and Fenrau off the board on Saturday with Captain Nim just bombing basically most of the time.
Yeah.
And just getting that range just right to drop that bomb and going. Nim laughs at his own bombs.
Alright. And the Jakku gunner has been set. Dengar has not had a dial placed next to him yet, nor has Drew. I think
K-turn the Drew.
See, I think it's quite obvious.
Yeah, but what's Max got to do to block? He can't.
He can block because if he gets Terok out of the way, assuming Toby doesn't modify the position of Fenrau, he can turn Fenrau too hard barrel roll to block.
Fair point.
And then if the other two, aka Terok or Guri, Sloop or Talon Roll,
well, you can snuff that one in the bud by going on maybe a 2 bank left, getting yourself range band 1, moving Fenrau right and forwards. So even if he has locked in that too hard, he's basically going over the asteroid. He cannot reposition. Yeah,
and that actually might cause problems next round because it means that actually no, because he's facing the board edge, but he's got enough to do a 1 turn. I mean, would you actually want to... Nah, I guess Terry's not going to turn, so shame, because if Terry were turning, you could actually...
Here comes a 2 bank.
Oh, is that a bump, though? That's really close.
No.
Nope, it's fine. All right, Space
That's much closer than I thought.
Yeah, Space Tractor Array. Yeah.
It's going to have to boost him. Boosting isn't a bad, though. It must be literally right on top of that, though.
The question is, which way does Toby want to do? Does he want to boost him forward? Or does he want to barrel roll him to the right? Or even to the left?
I don't know. I do not know. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, hello. Mr. Turner to join us. Oh, we just lost the signal on the camera. Let's get you centered here. There you go. Take a seat.
This is entered already as a nice start to a game. So,
hello. He's barrel rolled Fen towards him. That puts Fen out of position. I mean, Fen could even bump at this point.
Just imagine if he has done like a hard move. He could even clip the asteroid, but
he might.
So give me a rundown. What have I missed?
Nadru has taken 2 shields off. Dengar's way out of position. The Fenrau and Alterok and Guri have taken no damage at all. They did block Nadru last round. It's not looking good, and there's a sloop coming from Guri.
Which is...
Max forgot his fire control.
He didn't
shoot.
He didn't shoot.
He was blocked into the Nadru.
Blocked, yeah.
Just because where that one straight was, I forgot where Nadru was. So
Wojtek's got a good point. He might be pulling Fen closer so that Dengar can run up, target lock plasmas.
But Fen moves before.
Ooh,
They got a K-turn there.
That's a lot of K-turns.
From Terok.
Keeping the...
What was that, David? Sorry?
Fen moves first.
Fen does move first. Yeah, but it means that he can then get a target lock, because that means Fen theoretically can be closer. Alright, and there's Fen just there.
But yeah, if he barrel rolls forwards to the right still, he's still got that block. Should have boosted him forwards.
We'll see what happens here, because he clears...
If you boost him forwards, he would be basically blocking where he is now.
He's going to barrel roll
away.
Ooh, he might... This actually might cost Fen. I think the best interest for Toby is to zoom up, target lock Fen, and just...
Best part is,
yeah,
he could slow roll the gun runner, so on a 1 bank,
yep,
or too hard, and tractor beam him again.
Yep, he can do that next round. And here's a 3K turn by Nadru. Yes, Chris?
I'm looking at everything as the standpoint. Sorry, I'm analyzing everything in my brain.
Fen doesn't have arc line, does he?
I don't.
It's close.
It's close. It's close.
Extremely close, but
unfortunately, Nadru's probably going to survive this round because.
I mean, he's actually created some distance, at least.
Yeah, he's got distance.
He won't get his extra attack dice because of the Jakku, though.
There's the unhinged astromech, so he's doing a 3 forward. Because of unhinged,
which
he
then
clears
triggers...
the stress. There's the thing. Because of that, it triggers
K4,
which means
K4
he's going to
Fen.
K4. Hopefully K4's Fen. Despite the fact Fen does have a focus token.
He also is through an asteroid, but that's kind of offset by the track team token.
Yes.
But it does mean that it's still 4 dice there.
He is range 3, so
I
he's still
mean,
also...
No, plasmas.
He could go
but he still gets auto thrusters because of range 3.
He could go for a barrel roll here.
But he wants the target lock. He is.
He's already
He's got the
target
expertise.
lock.
He's got the expertise.
He's got the expertise to do the
He's got guidance
Yeah.
chips.
Yeah.
His best action to do right now is the barrel roll, because then it gets him away from that asteroid.
Mm-hmm. It's really
Gives him
nice.
options next turn as well.
It does give him great options next turn.
And the left is the best way for the jump master anyway.
Fen is out.
Turns out. So there's Terok.
Terok is
Range
in.
2.
Range 2 with Terok. Why is Terok? Oh yeah, because they're particle 9s, aren't they?
Yep.
VI
Pascal
to
9.
9.
Hit.
Dice, hit.
That's it.
Two
So,
hits.
2 hits. The Drew dies if he doesn't roll any paint. That's 1 evade. He lives. He's got 1 hull left, but he lives.
And that's the crucial thing.
Hold. Console
Console
fire.
fire.
It's a crit, though.
It is a crit.
Well, it will kill him out anyway if he rolls a
Takes
hit.
another damage.
So it's not really a big deal.
The only thing that would have been is it would have been a direct hit or...
So Nadru does get his
Maybe
shot this
explosion.
turn. Might be needed as well.
Well, he would have got
Yeah.
his shot anyway because pilot skill 9, he's also VI'd.
There's a Nadru shot first.
Not at range
Not
1.
at range 1 though.
But still, it's range band 2
range
where...
band 2.
He's hoping.
And
He's
because-
hoping to token strip using
and
the
because
Drew.
they're
That's
not,
a good shout.
And because they're not in arc,
2 hits.
2 hits.
That could-
nice.
Oh, he's got to
Focused.
spend it. Yeah.
There we are.
So there we go. He spends it, and now that leaves Dengar way open to just launch.
Steamroll.
Yeah, just launch.
Hopefully get a good 4 dice hit and get him with no evades.
'Cause that's range. That's range 2. That's range 2. So no
Oops.
auto thrusters either.
Ooh.
This could be bad for Fen.
This is what Toby
closest
wants.
point is asteroid though, isn't it?
No,
No.
it's a straight line.
Straight
it's
line from
not.
that corner, yes indeed. So he's not got the extra... So
Well,
he's
you can see it
4v2,
just clips
yeah.
that side as
So
well.
that's
4v2.
a 2 dice Fen versus
There's
4.
the plasma torps.
Big shot.
Flipping it straight over.
He has to
spending the
spend
target, lock. He's got the expertise. He's got the K4. He's got the
He doesn't have... He doesn't
have guidance chips though. Ooh.
He does have guidance chips on board. No, he doesn't. He has countermeasures.
He has countermeasures.
Ooh, that could make all the difference.
So yeah, that can make all the difference. So he's basically relying on having no blanks.
He's relying on that expertise. That's what he is.
Yeah, obviously the expertise is fine. It's more the fact of he's relying on having no blanks.
Oh,
You're kidding me.
That's it. Just 1 hit. That's
This is
1
why
hit.
if you're taking a missile, you take.
Guidance chips.
Even guidance chips have only been 2.
Yeah, but that's 2 that could have gone through.
He's
and there's the
evaded
evade.
it.
Easily.
You're,
And without,
And no scavenger-
without
and no scavenger crane.
expeditions, without expeditions, that's it. That's the plasma gone.
yeah.
Or scavenger crane.
He needed that to hit.
He needed it to hit, and it didn't.
Bloody attack dice. Toby's curse of attack dice.
I think Toby needs more
Oh,
new dice.
actually,
That's
it's still only 1.
That's
This
1
is
crit.
from Guri.
1 crit, which means Drew has a chance, and Drew's fine. The Drew lives for
Drew
it.
lives. Fire control system. Guri
Guri.
gets her target lock. Nadru has to get his cluster missiles off next round, or it's game over. Because he can.
Only trouble is, there's a lot of bumping that's going to happen. and
There is a
I
lot.
don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, because everything's going to move before he does, and they're going to block to make sure he doesn't get. If he does clear the stress, he's not going to get his target lock.
Yeah, they could,
Yes.
basically they could all just do a 2 straight from here.
Yeah, Wojtek, exactly. It's not looking good.
No, a great idea.
Great idea. Like
but it
I feel
breaks
like
up.
I just feel like missing the guidance chips off something so detrimental is just
Yeah, like I was saying
it
in the
hurts
list
too
build.
much.
In the list build, I was saying, drop countermeasures for, guidance chips or scavenger crane.
I might drop the K4 for Dengar, personally.
Can't, because he's flying Dengar.
Of course he's flying Dengar. What on earth am I thinking of? Okay, then I would probably go. I still think expertise is better.
I
Because
feel
it's-
expertise is fine.
Plasma.
I feel
he
like
needs a way to get rerolls and, of course, the guidance chips as well.
He needs the guy. He basically needs to change the countermeasures for guidance chips, and then maybe change the unhinged for a different droid.
No.
I mean, admittedly, it opens up.
It works so with
Unhinged
K4.
Yeah,
Gives him 9 maneuvers of green.
yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
So I would go scavenger crane or extra munitions. If you get more than 1 shot out of
Extra
scavenger
munitions
crane,
might not be a bad shout.
and you
Gets
actually
two
get 98
lots.
Yeah.
points.
Drop the countermeasures, you can get extra munitions and also get the guidance chips in there.
Definitely, I feel like that would be the better call. Something to maybe Tell Toby.
Well, he's probably thought about this, but he probably thought that it was enough quality.
Ooh!
And Fen is going to end up...
Fen is going to end up on a rock still, though.
Well, no, not about a rock, but he's getting up to tractor beam.
Well, considering if I move this number here...
Yeah, but it'll end up on...
Whoops.
Don't do that.
Not do that, just do...
But he'll end up on the
that.
other side of the asteroid.
No, if he barrel rolls
No, if
him
it barrels
straight
him
backwards.
backwards... Look at that, there's that asteroid there.
No, I still think he'll end up on the other side of the asteroid.
If it yeah, that is...
That's what I think. I mean, yes, he'll roll for it, but he won't lose his shot.
I still think putting him over it is still not a bad shout.
Or you boost him forwards.
Yeah, he's probably...
And make a mess of this manoeuvre. Because
I mean-
Guri's got to move. And now if
yes.
Guri is blocked by Fen...
That actually could be better,
And-
yeah.
Guri doesn't care about bumping, though.
She does, because she does lose an action still.
Yeah, but then
if she gets it range 1.
Yes, but if she's range 1 of Nadru...
That
Well,
is the
yeah,
only
but-
if now.
And unfortunately, Drew's not going to get his extra dice, because there's now a Jakku gun running very close to him.
Didn't last turn either, but...
Okay. Well, Guri has just squeaked it, I think. Oh, no, actually.
Bump.
Yeah, it is a bump.
There's the bump.
If there's a...
So maybe
if there's
that
a 1
forward-
straight...
Ooh, this actually could give Nadru enough room to clear the stress and
One
get the target
straight.
lock. Yeah.
1 straight target lock focus hits...
Depends what Tarok's done.
because if he's done that straight, he must be going slow.
This
You
could
think you'd hope he's going slow.
There's Fenrouse.
Alright, so Tarok's...
Too high going away.
Tarok is most
So
likely
this
going to... Yeah.
Terok is now going to cause the bump.
Yeah. That's the
Dang.
downside with having both those protectorates apart skill 9.
Dang.
Although he is distracted still, and it means he gets no shot.
Go on, Dengar. Go for Fen.
Correction. He will get a shot on Dengar, depending where Dengar moves.
I feel like Dengar's just going to move straight forward and avoid that arc, though.
I
I'd
agree.
Or a
I'd
bank.
I'd
Or a
bank
bank.
left.
Either way, he's not
Yeah,
going to get...
but if Fen does attack you and you're not at range 1 of Fen, then brilliant, because Dengar gets a return shot.
And Dengar's going towards the direction he loves to go towards because he's turning currently to the left.
So what you could do is deliberately go a...
Yep, here's the block on Nadru, stopping any chance of Nadru getting his clusters off. So that's
Unless Nadru does something we don't expect.
He could just 2 bank and boss that right to the left there. Be unusual, but it's possible. Maybe a 3 bank would be better, but I don't know if they can do a 3 bank. They can. It's not green, but at least it's unexpected. And that I think is the key thing. No, it is going for a bump.
Just a bump.
That's
unfortunate.
That's Nadru dead.
Actually,
No,
not
it's not.
necessarily. He's
He
got to
gets his
avoid
shot first.
1 shot from Guri. It means he doesn't get the clusters off, but he only has to avoid 1 shot from Guri
Guri's
to
going to have
live.
target lock focus.
True.
That is true.
Guri does get...
And
But
fearlessness.
you've got to remember,
And fearlessness.
there is 3 shots on Guri this turn.
Yes.
Nadru, Dengar, and the Jakku Gunrunner.
And Dengar can shoot first and try and do as much damage as he can. I mean, theoretically, he could take out Guri before she gets to fire.
But this is a huge theoretical.
It's a huge chance, but it's the only chance Toby has to keep Nadru alive and use those clusters.
No,
don't-
don't do a barrel roll.
No, because think what the Jakku is.
Yeah, he's thinking about the next round for the Jakku.
I mean, he also should be safe from Dengar if he puts himself forward enough, like that.
And Fen, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, safe from Fen.
Range
And
1, 4 dice.
he's already got a target lock.
And have expertise focus.
He's already got a target lock. He's got expertise, so he's fine.
Yeah.
That's a really good piloting by
Actually,
Toby there.
that's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Because then he can move Dengar before he moves to Drew.
a really good shot from Dengar.
Exactly, Dengar. If Dengar can bully Guri right down, exchanging
Nadru finish
Nadru
off.
for it is not a terrible idea. Actually, Nadru might be dead
And comes on
anyways.
fire.
Nope, he's alive.
He's
Oh,
alive.
forgot that.
Guri
gets the
Getting the
focus.
thing.
She might be forced to spend it on defense, and that could end up helping Max.
So
Still have the target lock
there
on.
is 1 shot from Tarok onto the Jakku Gunrunner by the looks of things.
That is correct.
So it's a range 1 shot. Possible to token. I mean, to be fair, the Jakku Gunrunner's doing his job fantastically.
Yeah, great flying by Toby.
He's being a harrying force, and that's exactly what he needs to be.
Ooh.
A
2
hit.
hits.
So he spent the focus.
So I
there.
spent the focus to get 2 hits. There's 2 dice.
Evade
There's
Blank out.
I think it was a focus and a blank, so
Yeah,
2 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage on the Jakku gun runner.
Now, here's the question. Do you think about going for Fen now that you've...
Oh god, no! Well, the thing is, at the moment,
I know,
Drew's
but-
currently in the biggest
I know.
choke in his life right now. He
I know,
needs to
but
kill...
you have an opportunity to take down a big heavy hitter here in the form of old Terok.
They're all big heavy hitters in this.
I know they are.
That's the
but
thing. You've got to just go for the one.
There's 3,
There's 2.
2 from
Who is he fighting with?
Nadru
Drew into Guri,
into Guri. Because of course,
forcing the focus spend
then
before.
yeah, there she goes, spending the focus. Now Dengar.
Now Dengar can come in and
Swing
try
it.
and be the biggest bully of his career.
I think it's going to work.
Crit's
though.
going to be his biggest friend right now.
Yeah, he needs crits to pull through here.
Exactly. Fen is
Spend
4
time
dice,
a lot.
wasted shot.
I won't go for Fen. I'll go for Terok.
You were saying Fen.
Sorry, I meant Terok. But yeah.
That is 2 hits and a crit.
Ouch,
No, 2 crits
yeah.
and 2 hits.
Ouch.
2 crits, 2 hits.
This could be the big one.
He needs... Oh, that's nice.
2 evades, so that's 2 blanks. Sorry, so that's
Here we go.
shield
So
and
it's
2 crits, 2 direct hits. Bye bye.
That's a console fire.
It's not what he wants, and it's a
Thrust
thrust control
control
fire.
fire.
He's
he's
stressed
stressed.
him, and he's got the same crit as
Nadru.
Nadru has got at the moment.
The
that's
Jakku still has a shot.
Jakku
No.
does still have a shot,
That's true.
but Guri does get his shot at the moment.
Her shot.
Her shot.
It's a shame, but it's
Yeah.
what had to be done.
Oh no, definitely.
I agree, yeah.
If you can, if as I say, if you can
Target
trade
lock-
this
target
shot,
lock
Aha.
anything.
if you can trade this shot, can Nadru?
The Drew has to find 2 evades.
If he
No. Add fearlessness.
Ooh.
Fearlessness.
He has got fearlessness. If
Can't do it.
Yeah,
No, fearlessness.
you can't do it. Nadru's dead.
Nadru is dead. He needed a not. Look at that, 2 evades as well.
Oh well.
He was close.
No, he
I
got
know
one
it's 1
evade.
evade.
Close but no cigar.
That's
Chris.
okay. At least he got a shot off. If the Jakku can kill Guri this turn,
It was
worth it.
Yeah, but
he's
yeah.
relying on the Jakku, so it could be quite detrimental.
It's a tug.
It's a tug.
What's it gonna do?
You wait.
You'd be surprised.
I know.
That little
Range one,
hamster.
3 dice.
That little hamster man.
Range
3
1,
dice.
3 dice.
That little hamster man.
No auto thrusters.
No
No
mods.
mods.
No mods. So
No mods either side.
One.
one hit.
That's the one.
No, it's not. Because look at that.
Look
I
at
was
that.
going to
Right.
say that's the one he was looking for in terms of he's done.
No, he needed 2. He needed 2 to kill
needed-
Guri.
yeah.
So sadly, losing to Drew that turn was not his best bet.
No.
Which is a shame.
And 4 points wasted on cluster missiles that weren't even used.
Shame, really.
Well, where would you go with the Jakku? Because
Well, the Jakku right now can reverse.
It
Yeah,
distressed itself.
Oh no, it
Exactly.
stressed itself.
Yeah, but you kind of.
if
I
it
would
was
go.
Pan Analyzer,
I'd have to go forward and just keep messing with Fen Rao.
but you aren't going to from that range. It has to be
I think
range
at this.
1.
I think at this point, actually reversing's not a terrible shout here.
True.
Reverse backwards to the right.
Reverse backwards, yeah, to the right.
So-
Or no, to the left even.
I would-
So you come this way down.
I would
No,
agree.
if you go right, because you might block off Ultra Rock.
I mean, you could block off Guri as well because Guri needs to
Yeah.
stress save herself right now. However, you got to remember, you got to figure out where.
For her to
The other thing is, Dengar is currently rotating. Essentially, if he's gravitating towards the fight, he needs to turn right, which is not his best turn. As well.
As long as he can do. Don't forget, he's still got the unhinged. That's the 3 bank he can do.
That is a 3 bank he can do, but then he starts activating the auto thrusters.
True.
He
he can
wants
barrel
to.
roll into arc.
The best
barrel roll
move he
his
could
arc.
probably do is sloop.
That close to the board edge.
That's the trouble.
Yeah.
3 bank right barrel roll might be an option, but it depends where Guri's gone.
It does depend. It all hinges on where Guri and Terok are going. They're going to try and block Dengar. That's why I think if the tug had pattern analysed instead of hyperwave column scanner, I think it would be better because it means he could reverse and still tractor.
Countermeasures drop for scavenger crane or extra munitions. Guidance chips and extra munitions. The space tug the Jakku could have taken pattern analyzer
Yeah.
for the same points.
The reason he did it that way was because he wanted to get the extra.
Tanky Dengar.
He just wanted to get the extra stuff off. He wanted to be able to place everything after Max.
Yeah.
That was the reason he did it, so...
Oh yeah, I can see the tactic. I just don't think
It would have worked.
I just think it's worth it.
No.
Personally. I don't think it's worth the full knowledge of the opponent's board.
You could place the Jakku, give the initiative to Max, is what happened here. See where his whole list goes, and then I put
Thing is,
Dengar and Nadru.
Toby's strategy is solid. It's just at the moment his dice is kind of failing him.
That is unfortunately the way.
But that's a factor. You have to consider that dice are part of this game.
Oh god, no,
They can
definitely.
fail.
That's the thing.
Just imagine if one reverse with pattern analyzer just to stress something.
Most of the game these days is mitigation of the dice. To be quite honest.
Cool. Imagine if one reverse Space Turgold Terry barrel rolling him right in front of the Jakku is.
So Chris, as the resident Pirate King, I have a question for you. It's the same question we asked
Sure.
dear old David last round. We saw a YV666.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think we don't see the Houndstooth title these days?
One bank.
It's not worth it.
One bank reverse.
Go on. Yeah, one bank reverse
It's completely not worth it. It's 6 points to get yourself a little ship. Okay, yeah, you're surviving a bit longer, but your ship's already destroyed. You're only saving yourself 1 point. In terms of ship destruction. Because if they can't kill that little ship, it means they've still got the points on your YV666.
But you give them 99.
You get a
rather than 100.
Z95, which is arguably the worst ship to have. Arguably the worst ship to have, I said. It is not a very good ship at all. It's good in like as a little swarmer. It's good as but
I see
it's
why
just
he's done
generically
this.
not a great ship.
I see why he's done this. If Dengar's gone left to intercept Fen, the Jakku's not at range 1.
Yeah.
No focus.
And also, none of the YV666 pilots do really well. Do any kind of good at all in a Z95.
Do you think if there was another aspect to the Houndstooth title that activates during the actual game, do you think you would see more play?
Probably.
Okay. That was me.
It's more of the. It's what though? What would you do?
Well, yeah.
Because obviously,
I'm just saying that
on the regards of the Ghost and the Phantom, that was really innovative. That was really interesting because it had something when it was together and also something when it was apart.
But I think the reason
this is a lot more different because you're not getting a second ship that you build points into. But
what I'm saying here is that very few people use abilities that are going to proc when you die because if that's happening, you're already losing. There's no point.
Yeah. You're spending 6 points on something that basically is I lose. I'm just prolonging the game.
Yeah.
Unless you've got something else floating alongside with it. If you see what I mean.
Usually they slow the Houndstooth to last because it's so vulnerable when you get behind it.
One hard right.
Ooh, I wouldn't call that a good maneuver.
I mean, actually it's not terrible because look what he can do now.
Yeah,
barrel right behind Guri.
Barrel right behind, not even Guri, but you can barrel behind Fen Rao as well.
Oh, yes,
I think he could. He might just clip the corner.
Either way,
4 dice.
Either way, he's putting
focus.
Himself in a rather nice position.
Nope.
He still gets the
K4. Yeah.
K4. No.
Oh, he's just target locking.
Yeah, that's right.
No, it's not K4.
Locking. Yeah.
But he's using countermeasures to go against Fen Rao, but he hasn't got the arc line.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the right move.
No.
I think he should have just arc dodged and got right behind Fen.
There was a barrel roll there somewhere. Whether it's behind Guri or behind...
Yeah, there was
to be fair, it could be that it's too close and that they can easily see that it won't fit, whereas we...
I can see that. I feel like he probably could fit right behind Thingy.
I do agree he really wanted the arc there because Dengar's ability. He's not got the arc.
Even if he barrel rolled behind Guri, the only shot was on Dengar.
Yeah,
and Dengar then has a shot, an arc on...
Yeah, right now he gets no revenge shots. Hitting a crit.
The countermeasures are on. He's rolling 3 dice to try and defend.
He should roll 4, shouldn't he?
No. 2
Dengar's
base,
got 2
countermeasures.
And it's range 2.
What countermeasures adds 2?
No, countermeasures add 1.
Okay.
And you call yourself the resident expert.
I never said I was an expert. I never said I was an expert at X-Wing.
Oh god, no. No one's. I don't think anyone's truly an expert.
No. I'm expecting an FAQ to drop on Monday, personally.
Really?
US Nationals this weekend.
That's true.
So, if they're going to drop it, we'll drop it on Monday.
There's all of the focus in the world. That's a crit and 3 hits. That is very not what Dengar wants right now. Especially with blanks like that.
Barrel roll.
He should have taken the barrel roll. That is
One way or the other, that barrel roll should have been done either behind Guri.
Oh!
Direct hit.
Direct hit as well. Ouch. Well, that pretty much has summed up the game, I think.
I was worried this would happen.
Because now, look at that. It's 3 hull on Dengar and 3 hull on the Jakku versus...
Against 10.
He can take down Guri, possibly. But
Is he going for Guri?
I think he's going for Rao.
Fair.
He's going for Fen Rao because that's who he target locked.
Yep. Well,
There's the target lock shot.
Range and auto thrusters. A range
okay,
one bonus and auto thrusters.
all 4 hits.
All 4 hits. That's what you wanted because that's what expertise does.
Auto thrusters he's going to get here, though.
Oh no. 3 evade, auto thrusters, the 4th one. Oh dear.
That is... Oh no.
Loose. Oh, there was
He
a crit.
got a crit.
There's a
He
crit.
took a crit. Oh no, because one of those is a focus.
One of those is a focus.
One of those is a focus.
Okay, well, Fen gets another stress. Or gets a stress, I should say.
No, it's a loose stabilizer. Loose
Can't-
stabilizer is
performs
different.
white gives him
Can't
stress.
perform...
Can't
Can't perform...
perform white maneuvers if you do, they become...
No,
Yeah, when you get-
that's
when
not
you-
it.
yeah.
That's not it.
Easy way to look. After you execute a white maneuver, receive 1 stress token.
There you go.
Then he's going to hate that. Then again, actually no, just do 2 maneuvers. It's fine.
Two bank right.
Yeah.
Or
Alright.
too hard.
Toby is not shoving the damage through. He's just not He's not seeing anything.
It's just bad dice rolls for
Guri-
days.
Guri could have been...
Sad.
Well, no, it was a
Times.
brilliant dice roll from Dengar, but it was just such a good
But
dice roll from Fen.
It wasn't worth the
Countermeasures needed to be activated that turn regardless.
No, not if he's only behind. If he barrel rolls behind Guri.
He had 2 shots of that detrimental value, that detrimentality.
If he barrel rolls behind Guri,
If he barrel rolled, yes, because he didn't barrel roll and took the target lock instead, he needed to use countermeasures. We all agreed that he should have barrel rolled there, though. That's
barrel
the
roll
main
right
thing.
behind
Again-
Guri. You only
again-
take 1 shot and revenge against old Tarok.
Again, we don't know if there was
don't
space,
really know.
but I do agree that he should at least tried
Yeah.
barrel roll. Better to arc dodge and get shot than get shot with countermeasures, I think.
But he's got the expertise. Like he does. Okay, he may roll blanks, but he got the expertise to at least for the focus side of things.
Yeah, he only needs his rerolls and he's
Exactly.
good. Yeah. Ooh.
No, wait. If he's down blocked old Tarok,
That could be what he's doing. He's probably trying to block Tarok. But he could
He had to
inadvertently
get rid of
block
his
Dengar.
stress, though. That's the only thing as well.
Yeah.
That was why he had to perform such a maneuver.
trying to look at what options Toby's got left here.
That's what I'm trying to
I mean,
analyze what I'd do.
He's
in
probably going to
position.
he's going to sloop left with Dengar. He's going to get caught by Guri, but
No, he's not.
Guri's
Guri's doing that.
Guri's going to she's going to sleep as well. Okay.
Guri's doing that because he can.
I mean, really, if it's just a 2 bank.
Dengar's best move right now is literally just do a bank.
Yeah, catch Guri.
Because the moves because of that asteroid there,
Fenn's got
Fenn's
to go
moves
away.
is limited.
And
There's the bump.
Tarot's going to try and bump. Or sorry, block.
No.
I'd say.
He gets through. No,
No, he doesn't. There's no way. I say that's way too close to that.
If he's done a
that
three,
base.
if he's done a 3 bank left,
He might have blocked Dengar, though.
he gets his target lock and he can have a punch shot at Guri. Depending on the angle, of course, but
And there's the bank from Fen because that's what he needed. That's what he needed to get rid of that stress.
And that means that Fen can't do a boost bank left. He could do a turn. Oh, he's a barrel roll. Fen is going to try and block Dengar.
Didn't he have 2 stress? No, he didn't because there's a loose stabilizer.
Yeah. Or if Dengar, this
Ooh,
is
but he's
bad.
he's not flipping though, so it means his.
console fire. No, loose stabilizer.
Dengar's trying for it. This is bad either way. Either he bumps into Fen and onto a rock, or he passes Fen and is in arc of Fen. Okay, that's actually quite good. He's slooped. He has Fen dead to rights.
Does
He's
he?
fended to rights, but look where he is.
Yeah.
He's
If
got
he-
Tarok one side clipping him. He's got Fen clipping him the other side.
Yeah. And they shoot first.
Yeah, they shoot first.
That's a dead Dengar.
This is a very dead Dengar right now.
I mean, Dengar will still get simultaneous fire, so that means he'll get his revenge shot on Fen.
Yeah, but the Jakku cannot tank this.
Yeah.
Not in a month of sun.
Oh yeah, I agree. I completely agree with you there. It's over.
It's a white sloop, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. There's the Terok. He needs him to really muck up the shot.
Yeah. Even that looks not going to happen.
3 hits. That's 2 hits and a crit.
Yeah.
But 2 evades. 2 evades.
Evade and
There's
focus,
the
I think is
crit.
what it is.
No, it's 2 evades.
A direct hit.
There's another. Oh, you're kidding me. No.
Direct hit. Dengar's down to 1 hull left.
Sad times.
And now Fen Rao, range 1 into Dengar.
Spend it. Just kill him. Spend your target lock, at the very least, Max.
He's not going to spend the focus because he knows it can deal...
Spend the target lock.
Actually, no, because he doesn't
He hasn't
know.
got a target
He hasn't got a
lock.
target lock. He's got to spend the focus. That's the only way he can guarantee to kill Dengar, which he's done.
Yeah.
However, Dengar's got a chance here.
Yeah, but
Dengar
even
doesn't
if
have a
Fen... Yeah,
Dengar has some. Ooh.
Revenge
Dengar
shot
has
from
revenge
Dengar
shot and simultaneous fire.
simultaneous fire.
So Dengar's dead, but Dengar has all the things he needs to maybe
you wait,
counteract.
if there's a weapons failure in there.
No. Toby. Don't remove the model yet.
He's
You've got
very
a
much aware of
chance.
Pilot skill 9.
But no,
you
I
can't take
yeah.
both.
The thing is, he's now 1 ship versus 2 relatively.
His simultaneous fire has got to be...
Oh no, that was the one that stopped you from firing, I think.
No, it wasn't.
Why do you flip face down?
I think it was something else.
He would have shown it to the camera.
That's true. That's a hit.
There's the revenge
that's
shot.
a full array of hits there.
That's a revenge shot.
He's going to at least evade 1. Fen lives at this point.
That's the thing. I think an evade and 2 focus results.
So
Concord Dawn.
Concord Dawn gets him another evade, so he's got 2, and he can't spend anything else. So
he's on
that's
1.
2 hits.
Direct
hit.
He's dead. Fen's dead.
The revenge shot worked.
If that was the revenge shot... No, it was his... It must have been his revenge...
It has to be a revenge shot. He has to do revenge shot
No.
first, then the normal shot.
Yeah, so his revenge shot
So
must
it-
have been that card that made it blinded pilot.
Yeah, I think.
So his revenge
I'm
shot
sure it was
was
Blinded
gone.
Pilot. Yeah.
So that's why it took time to think.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And now there's
If he had that, it would
3
have
hits
gone for
from Guri,
a range 1 shot on Guri.
and that's all she wrote because there goes Jakku right out of this game. That was quick. That was quick.
All concluded
There's the
basically
handshake
by
at
the
the
barrel roll
end.
that wasn't done. Ironically, both games by barrel rolls not done.
Yeah, surprisingly, actually, yeah, you got a good point there. That was quick though. That was that was 45 minutes.
That reminds you of some other game that happened in the last week, with like 30 minutes still left on the game.
I mean, that wasn't my fault. That was
That
yours.
was lost.
That was
by
me,
mis-
yes.
That was lost by mistake.
That
yeah.
was not my fault. That was yours. I just capitalized on it.
Right, I'm gonna go and let them know. I'll be right back.
Oh
Yeah, that
boy.
was a shame because I really liked Toby's list. I actually played against it a few weeks back.
He needs to make some adjustments, but other than that,
A couple
I
of
think
adjustments, yes.
he's got a solid idea.
A couple of adjustments, yes, and
I think
Rethinking
Drew is
of actions.
probably not the best choice in this kind of list.
I like Nadru.
Don't get me wrong, I like
like
Nadru.
Nadru.
I
I think-
like Nadru as a pilot, and I like him as a. I don't like the Z95 as a ship,
I think if I'm more than happy with the
and
list the way it is.
that's sad because it's a very lovely generic, quite a nice point filler ship.
I love the
It's
list
just
as it is.
yeah.
But I personally think those 2 changes, so countermeasures on Dengar down to like extra munitions and guidance chips, and the Jakku to have pattern analyzer.
Oh yeah, no,
You're
definitely
both
give the
99
Jakku battle
points,
analyzer.
because he could have gone backwards and tracted something, and then he has just that extra turn of tractoring could have been
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
huge.
Yeah, I do feel like splitting those 2 was, especially when it's
He split them too far.
A, split them too far. I believe he also got them the wrong way around, and Drew likes being on his own compared to Dengar.
Yeah. But he had the full list that you could have seen. He could have put the Jakku down the middle, put Drew on one side and move slowly, and Dengar go down the side and pull fast. So on this right-hand edge, do like a 4 straight, 3 banks and stuff like that to get into the engagement quickly, and on green manoeuvres, so K4 and stuff as well, and slide up the Drew and just pounced. Yeah.
How bad is he taking it?
I think he's taking it better than I thought he would.
Oh, good. That's good.
As we all know, Toby has very bad luck when it comes to the dice, and I think he's always, I think he's very close to backing out of the game, if I'm honest.
Oh dear.
Well, just from what I know of him, he's always so dejected about things, and he never seems to do well in tournaments and such. Which I think it's just his dice and his luck. A lot of the time,
it is a shame because he's not a bad pilot.
No, he's not.
He
He's not
comes
at
up
all.
with really innovative ideas. He's a good pilot. He's a good sport as well. You generally have a laugh when you're flying against
Also,
him.
it was Blind Pilot that stopped him for
For the revenge shot. Fair enough.
Otherwise, he would have shot Guru.
Yeah.
You see, that was the thing. But still, Ultra at that point, or Guri, whoever it was, killed the Jakku.
Yeah.
I mean, have you? I've flown a fair few games against Toby. Most of the time, it's his dice.
Yeah.
And and it's not me just making excuses
No.
for him or anything like that.
It's
most of the time, it's just his dice are
It's
so cursed.
kind of uncanny in a weird
Yeah.
way. His list is sound in many ways. I mean, is a sound. It's just it didn't work in tactics wise.
No.
Like we were saying,
Admittedly,
two little minor
he
tweaks.
needs to tweak here and there, but other than that,
I also
It's sound.
still think he kept Dengar out of the fight for too long.
yeah,
That's
I
about
think
it.
he kept Dengar at the fight too long. I was just thinking he probably could have swapped a Druid. Excuse me, Dengar around him when they first flew him out because Drew likes being on his own.
Yeah, so if some things die and Drew's left, then
Yeah,
he's always gonna get his ability. Then
exactly. So
It's like Lone Wolf Lebo.
Yeah.
it's why I like Lone Wolf on Nadru, to be honest, because Lone Wolf Nadru is just
You're basically
Really nice.
you're doubling down on his ability.
the
Yes.
only problem I have with Nadru is he's a Z95 and I don't like the ship.
Would you prefer a bit of Protectorate? Because I think that would make him Fenrau 2.0. Which
I think he was the Fenrau 1.0
well, yeah,
in terms of pilot ability.
Yeah,
But
because
it's just, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't like. I like Well, I don't like the ship.
you don't. You've
I
gone,
don't like
You've gone
the ship.
against it. Yeah.
you don't like the ship, but you
It's
like
the same with the
ability.
Houndstooth conversation. In the current state of the meta and the current state of gameplay, the Z95 just doesn't have a place at the moment.
No,
which is
because-
a shameful thing. Even in lists like Chewbacca's list, the Rage Chewbacca list, that wants ships to die,
So it basically takes some bandits.
so it takes them banned, I'd still take a Biggs
Yeah.
over just a swarm of Z95s.
But then that's 2 bandits.
I mean, admittedly, it takes down the Z95s, but I get much more out of a Biggs than I would a Z95. Which is that's the Z95 could really use a generic buff right now.
You finished moaning about how Scum are underpowered yet?
I'm not moaning Scum are underpowered because technically in the same argument can be
Rebel.
made for Rebels, which is why I made the Rage Chewbacca
but
argument.
I prefer
Because
I
it's
prefer actually the named rebels than I do the named scum.
no, I can
Because
see
Aaron
that.
helps
I
his
can see that.
buddies, and you've put a set of munitions and just go, that thing's going to die, or that thing's going to lose its stealth device with Lieutenant Blount.
But the thing I'm getting at is, if I have a point filler ship, out of the ships that I've got available, I'm probably going to take a Jakku Gunrunner. Out of the points available, I'll take a Shard and refitted A-Wing. Because I will get more... I feel like I'll get more out of that
See,
than a Z95.
I disagree about the
which
child.
is a shame.
I disagree about the prototype pilot. I still don't consider... As an A-Wing pilot myself,
Yeah, no.
I don't rate them.
I mean,
I'd rather spend the points to get a green, personally.
Yeah, but this is mean, it's just one of those things, like, I can spend my points on
Or
something
what about,
that will do
or
a
what about
little
a
bit...
Captain Rex
Yeah, exactly. Or a Captain Rex, which suddenly has become the point filler of
for rebels.
Rebels at the moment, which makes the friendship lists really good with Jess Sparva and stuff. But you just don't see Z95s because they just have got a place at the moment, which I will admit, it's sad. it's sad to see a ship pretty much become null and void.
Well, you say that. What about Y-Wings?
I mean,
Y-Wings,
Y-Wings still have a place.
They still have a place.
Y-Wings still have a
They
place.
still have a place, but they're mainly in their. They were mainly in there for stress listing stuff.
Yeah.
Still a good point.
See,
But if
they
we
have.
get PS skilled off the board, which is where we're now going, we're in this PS war.
Well,
I'm pretty fair to say that.
Mm.
There was a lot of things I saw when I was looking.
I
at
mean,
opponents'
hey,
lists
look
on
at our
Saturday,
game,
like 8, 9, 10.
look at our game over the weekend.
Mm.
I mean, I didn't really mind the fact that I was lower pilot skill than you.
It could have got interesting.
It could have gone interesting. I'll admit that, but I didn't. I still think out of those two, Cath 7 and 6 were still fine in their pilot skill regard.
Mm.
I had the damage to compensate for the lack of pilot skill. So, but it's just such a shame. I feel like the next thing we would like is a generic Z95 upgrade. That would be nice.
It'd be nice to get something to help all Z95 pilots.
That's what I mean.
Honest, yeah.
No, I said a generic Z95 upgrade.
Well, why don't we-
because it's more. I want it as much for the rebels as I want it as much for the scum.
Why don't we get the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing back into the game?
Oh,
before
definitely.
doing
Yeah,
this,
no.
you know?
I feel like it's long overdue for the X-wing.
Long
At
as
this rate.
Yeah, long as the TIE Fighter as well, really.
Well, the TIE Fighter's had some at least bits and bobs.
It's had pilots, but it's not a title.
It's had pilots. Okay, it hasn't
The
had a
Rebel one
title.
has.
It doesn't really need one though, because it's still one of those small, versatile fighter pilots that's got 3 evade and can still be a general nuisance on the board.
The problem is 2 attack dice. We've got into
Yeah,
a phase of the game
okay.
now where having
Power
2 attack.
runner.
Yeah.
Well, having 2 attack dice is never enough. No.
It's not the point of rerolls, it's the point of number of dice.
Yeah.
We've reached a stage in the game where it doesn't matter about... If you've
Yeah,
got
but
2 dice, you've got
but
much
you've got
less.
stuff like Captain Rex.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing well.
But it's not about his damage, it's about his ability.
Your second list.
Yeah.
I love those accuracy corrected. What was it?
Tempests.
Tempests.
Yeah.
Accuracy correcting to go. I get 2 hits. I can do evade.
Yeah. That's the thing. That list though was mainly about. That's the thing I struggled against Michael Maggs's game because while I have that constant amount of 2 damage, as long as he rolls 1 evade dice, he's blocked both of them because he's Ozatux. My pea shooters don't do that. Ozatux laugh at 2 dice attacks because pea shooters don't work against them.
Yeah.
Which is why my list would have worked hadn't the Ozatux not come out. Oh well.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It
Right.
is what it is.
We need to shoot off.
We do.
So we'll see you all next time. The next time we're actually streaming.
Because 2 weeks' time is actually the 5th weekend.
Yes,
5th Wednesday.
It's the 5th Wednesday, so we're not streaming on that 5th. However, we are streaming on Sunday the 3rd of September
Escalation
for our Escalation tournament. Which, will you be joining me in the booth for that one day? Because I know you don't like Escalation.
I don't like the format, but
But
I may be interested and tempted to join you in here.
Awesome. I like the
Believe
idea.
you me, there won't be like 4 games going, I hate Escalation, what are we doing with this format?
I was worried that you were going to say, I actually attempted to fly that one. I was like, oh.
No.
God.
and I don't know if I'm working that day or not, so I don't know if I'm playing or if I'm just going to be sitting doing the actual tournament itself.
We'll see.
Yeah,
So I'll let
I
you
say
know.
Escalation for me, I haven't had much love for it. The only thing that I can ironically
See, out of the
say,
2, I'd prefer to do Escalation over Hangar Bay.
I prefer Hangar Bay.
But then again, I think I was a bit salty about Reverse Hangar Bay. That was my bad.
Why were you salty about it?
My last game did not go so well.
Really?
That was you
Which was a
against Hedge,
shame.
wasn't
It was me against Hedge. Basically, I knew exactly the list he was going to pick. And I looked at his 2 lists and went, so what poison would I like to kill myself with?
Yeah, because they're both bad lists.
Because if he picked my fire spray list, I would have been fine. But I knew for a fact he had a better advantage over me by picking the pea shooters.
And this is why I'm not convinced that reverse hang away is the
No.
I've had some people come to me and say, reverse hang away, the proper way it should be done. And I'm like,
No.
because
No.
you know,
What you do...
I don't like the fact that my
that-
opponent's going to pick the list that both his lists work against.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There goes A, my surprise factor, and B, there goes any chance I have at winning the game.
Yeah.
Counter argument.
Okay, yeah.
I changed my list on the Wednesday because I wanted to run generic light Paratani.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew I was going to get lumbered with that because they were only pilot skill 2, 3 and 5 respectively.
I flew to have fun that day anyways.
The way you get away with reverse Hangar Bay is you bring a list that you know very well and a threat, because that's exactly what I did. So I put my Cane Lebo list that everyone knows I've played week in, week out for basically a whole year.
And I still picked the one that you would consider
Yes.
a threat.
Yes, because they're 2 pilot skill 10s, and if they can bomb you or shoot you to death before you get to fire, that's points in my back pocket. So you see what I mean?
The thing is, I
got-
knew I could deal with that better than your Kane and Lebo.
What did
That's the only thing.
What did Hedge fly at curiosity?
So one of his lists was a Jakku, a Cath Scarlet with Tail Gunner, and Fenrau.
The way I always actually ironically see Kath.
And the other list was 2 tractor beaming glaives with another pilot that I don't quite remember.
And you took your less maneuverable list, didn't you?
Basically, it was more of, do I want to get tractor beamed by 2 ships or tractor beamed by 1 ship? In the end, I went with the 1 ship.
Yeah,
because
makes sense.
even though I was fighting a 3-ship build of pretty decent proportions, I felt like I had a little bit fighting chance. In the end, I actually got half points on Kath and killed the Jakku.
Something.
So I got something out of it in the end, but it was... The start of the game just started with a whitewash. He killed 2 of my ships really easily. He damaged all of them, shield stripped them all. They all had at least 1 damage card on them. It was horrifying.
From what I could overhear
It
from about
was
2 tables
so
down.
horrifying.
Yeah, but what I could hear from about 2 tables down was Head just being like apologetic. It seemed like in every single
Hedge
shot,
is like
every
that.
single evade.
Hedge is like
because
It was just ripping through
it was
your list.
it was because literally it wasn't just that his dice were
red
literally
hot.
all hits, all hits, all hits. 4 attack dice, all hits, and my evade dice literally did nothing for me.
Well, to be honest, I can't complain after I've seen you playing Expertise Dengar Kath for the last how many weeks. Yeah.
Just remember, I nearly pulled.
no.
I nearly pulled it
I'm not
off.
playing Expertise Dengar.
Expertise
I'm playing
Kath.
Expertise Kath
With
and
Dengar.
Emon.
Ebon, yeah.
Expertise Kath with Dengar on board.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's because it's really good.
Yeah.
And-
Four consistent hits a turn, I'd say that's pretty good.
Well, what
I mean, yeah, but that's because I've there's a difference. Well, I'm just saying I've counted the fact that if I do miss, I've got ways of recovering.
Mm-hmm.
His was I don't have any focus tokens. I don't have any things. Roll natural.
Okay.
That was why.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Um,
So there we go. But
yeah,
I'm not salty over the game.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I mean, I'm a little bit salty over the game, but that's because I don't like the fact I'm picking my poison.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still.
But
People asked for reverse anger bait. I gave it to
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
I'm still not convinced it's the right format.
Exactly.
I still think it's worth us changing hang bait every time we do it.
I mean, let's face it. I think we should have a swap around every now.
I still think that a rule somewhere along the line. Obviously, it's a bit more difficult in reverse hanger bay because you could go play 3 games with one list and go, you have got no option. I've played this list 3 times all day. I have to play this list.
That prevents it.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
So in that format, you can't really put in that you have to play both lists at least once.
Yeah.
But having the normal hanger bays where you have to play both lists means you can't build a bad second.
I know a few people are not going to be happy with my next choice for hanger bay.
What's that?
Faction role and play.
Oh, so you have to have
2
Two
different factions.
I mean,
It's a variant of it.
it's a variant of it.
I would
I'd put it to a vote.
Well, thing is, if I put it to a vote, we're just going to get reverse hanger bay and normal hanger bay. I like.
No,
to
I
switch
mean,
things up.
like, if you don't want to switch things up, fine. How about just have a clause factor in there?
A clause factor.
So basically, for example, no uniques, a no uniques hanger bay, or a no turrets hanger bay, or a
You have to be specific
no-
with turrets because you can have a primary
The problem
turret.
is, if you would start introducing too many rules like
Oh
that.
no, I'm not
gets too
saying
complicated.
rules.
No.
I'm not introducing all the rules. I'm saying
No, but
one clause
Yeah.
for that tournament or something.
okay, I'll look into it. The thing is,
It's an idea.
Yeah.
It's an idea. It's something that you can talk about and work with and see what works.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
for sure, I actually like Hanger Bay because for me, I actually like the whole psychological edge of it, where you sort of have the I know that you know that you know that I know kind of situation.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just like...
See, here's the thing.
reverse kind of takes that.
Reverse
out of
feels like it takes that away, though. That's the thing.
No, it doesn't.
Feels
little
like
bit.
it.
It
Feels
feels
like
like
it.
it.
Because you have to think...
The reason I really like...
you have to think ideally, if they choose either of my two lists, what do I think I have a chance with?
The problem with that is there's sometimes usually a situation where you're like, I know exactly what list they're going to choose. Like Chris said, that's the issue.
what I mean.
Well, I took...
In reverse hanger bait, I knew exactly Hedgehog was going to pick the pea shooters. He was looking at the fire sprays to see what they were like, but he was going to pick the pea shooters because for both his lists deal with that. My pea shooters easier. I'm just going to call them pea shooters now. That's what they're making.
Well, I'll take it counter argument. I played Wojtek, and he had Genesis Red. I'll get this right. I won't get the names wrong. Genesis Red, Fenrau, and I think it was Asajj. Yeah, Stress. So Asajj. Or Dengar Nim. And I was like, I could probably take Dengar Nim.
Sorry, I was looking at Wojtek's idea of a Z95 title. Linked lasers. You can roll one additional attack dice when attacking, but you can deal no more than one damage if you hit. So basically, if this
TLT,
add one attack dice, but if you hit, you only deal one. Cancel all results and deal one damage.
No, I'd cap it at 2, so you can still do the 2 damage, but there's more chance of you getting those 2 through. That's what I'd say.
Cancel all results, deal 2 damage to your opponent.
No, I'd say like if you had you roll 3 dice, but the maximum damage you can do is 2.
Yeah, so rather than no more than 1 maximum damage, it's 2. Yeah, I can see that. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so situation when I was playing Wojtek, I said he had these 2 lists. I could probably have taken on Dengar Nim with Kane and Lebo, but with the bombs and situation with Nim, I was just like, I'm not sure.
Most of the day, I flew in formation. If I would see anything like Fenrau or Ray, though, I split formation. Because immediately I know you're going to want to get every single one of my guys in arc, and I'm not going to let that happen. You can get one of my guys in arc, fine. But everyone else, no, you ain't going to have all of them.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love Hanger Bay. I dislike Escalation, but that's my personal view.
I'm looking forward to Escalation.
I'm looking forward to Escalation. I would like to play. Depends on obviously if I'm allowed. I don't know how much holiday I've got left though, so I can't know if I can take it off as holiday. But
regardless, we'll probably see you back then on Sunday the 3rd. We'll see you all next time, everyone. My name's Nick Baker. I'll be joined by David Lincoln and of course Chris Turner, who's arrived a bit late, but
never late than ever.
Better late than never. So we'll see you all next time, everyone. Ta-ra.
See ya.